Good morning. So it's Tuesday. It's not Saturday. So this is going to be a little out of order. The reason for that being when I filmed the original intro, the opening, the describing what we were going to do, I screwed it up. Imagine that. I hit somehow the button and recorded it in slow motion. Yeah, that's no good. Can't fix that. So pretend this is sitting on the ground. Pretend there's no export brace on there. Pretend I haven't found it yet. Pretend I said I don't know where the bolts are. Might take a while to find them. Pretend I hadn't found the rims yet, or hadn't cleaned the rims up any yet. You know, all that good stuff. Yeah, we screwed it up. Whatever. I gotta run to Chapel Hill to pick Kaylin up, and then I'll be back later. Whether I film anything or not, who knows. But we will get it edited now, and now I know that it's not in slow motion, which I discovered when I went to start editing stuff last night. I'm like, oh, I screwed that up. But there's that. All right, we got to head to town. We'll be back. I'll be back at some point. Whether y'all see any of it or not, I don't know. Now on to the previously filmed content. So it took all of 2.5 minutes to find the bolts. Oh, this thing looks kind of bad. I don't know. Maybe I'll just scuff it up, shoot some clear on it, and make it look like the rest of the car. Well, that cleaned up. I guess it cleaned up okay. It is what it is. We're going to shoot some clear coat on it and let it dry a little bit and stick it on the car, because it's what we've got, and I don't want to put the black one on it because the black one just looks, well, it's just black. At least it's got some chrome mixed in with the rust. The rust mixed in with the chrome. Whatever. I mean, look at the rest of the car. I mean, that'll be perfect. It'll match. It'll look like it belongs there. All right. I got it clear coated. Given that it's like 56 degrees out here, that'll probably take till about Tuesday for that to dry. But, oh well. I guess it is what it is. Anyway, so I didn't get much done today. I got a cheap microphone on. You'll have to let me know how that sounds. I did a little test with it, and I thought it sounded a little weird, but y'all have to let me know. So I didn't get a lot done. I got the export brace cleaned up. I got that put on. I tried to use a regular wire hold to tie those wires up, and I couldn't find anything that fit in that hole right, so I got tired of screwing with it and just used a zip tie, because that is the correct way to do it. I changed the headlight dimmer switch, which was a job because I'm old and I don't bend that way very well anymore. Here's the old one. As you can see, she's crusty. It's an Autolite. Yeah, that little piece right there is floor. So that's no bueno. It had been an issue the last time I drove it on the street, so it needed changed. But now the headlights, no, not the headlights, but now the dash lights don't work. And I had hoped changing that would fix that issue. It didn't. So maybe it's the headlight switch, or maybe it's something in the wiring. The wiring's kind of a mess under there. I guess we put a headlight switch in it first before we pull the gauge cluster out, but you know, that's a future Rob problem because speedometer doesn't work anyway. So I tried to figure out why the blower motor for the defrost doesn't work. So I took some of that stuff apart. The cable's all seized up, but the cable is seized up and it had come off of the lever, but where it is stopped, it should run the defrost. So maybe the blower motor's bad. I checked the fuse isn't blown, so it's not that. Did not get the sway bar put on today. Maybe I'll get that done tomorrow. Good morning. So it's a nice day out here and decided to tackle the sway bar. So I've got it out. Honestly, it's probably the first time the thing's been out from under the car its entire life. These have seen better days, that's for sure. So I've got new ones. They're a harder, stiffer material. I guess it's supposed to be better. Man, look at that. That is the classic no bueno. So my dumbass only ordered one new end link. It ain't going anywhere for a while, so I ordered another one today. It'll be here Tuesday, so whatever. I'm not real smart. So I guess we're going to clean that up and get them bushings off there and get this thing cleaned up. Maybe throw a little paint on it. It's just not good at all, is it? I mean, it hadn't been hooked up, but... So anyway, like I was saying, we'll get it cleaned up, get the new bushings put on it, the new mount, these ones. Get one end link put on it, and then when the other one shows up Tuesday, I just have to crawl under there and throw that on there. Maybe we'll have tires on it too. Get those rims cleaned up and get them to the shop. I don't know, maybe Tuesday. We got some stuff to do on Monday. It's probably going to take all day. Anyway, we'll be back a bit. So I got the wheels out, got them cleaned up. They'll look all right. I mean, they're not beautiful, but I mean, look at what they're going on. I mean, that's not beautiful either. They'll be just like the car. From 20 feet away, they'll look great. I don't know what brand they are. I did find some markings on the inside, so I don't know if you can see this or not. So it's a 14 by 5.5. And then that says WDI. I have no idea what that means. I looked around online a little bit and I couldn't find anything, so I don't know. No matter. It's a 14.5. It's a 14 by 5.5 inch rim. So we ought to be able to get a fairly small tire on it, but still big enough for street driving. Won't be as light as those, but it'll be lighter than if we put like a 15 by 7 on it. Got the sway bar cleaned up and painted. It's dry. I guess we can hang that back under there and get all that hooked up, except for the one end that will show up on Tuesday. And then we'll probably be, I don't know, probably done for the day out here, other than a little piddling around, but all right. So let's see. So we got the other bushings under the car, snap bushing, tire rod end. All right, so we got one side on. I'll take you up here. All right, so that side's on. So I got the new mounts on. They're actually still loose until I get that one on. Then I'll probably jack it up more, and then I'll tighten these up the rest. Then I'll tighten these up the rest of the way. Tighten the belt up a little too. It was a little looser than I liked, which I guess after it'd been run a little bit stands to reason. But anyway, so there's that. I am sure that sway bar had never been off of there in this car's life, so that was a first. So we cleaned it up, put new bushings in, put new end links on it, and it'll be all good. Will it make it a better race car? No. Will it make it a better street car? Yep. And that's the end goal here. not race car. Because it's not a race car, it's a street car. Don't get it right, just get it running. We got it running, and it ain't right. So we accomplished that much. All right. On to something else. So I forgot, I did find my locking dipstick. So that'll keep that from wiggling on out of there.